guys, everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hi, how's everybody feeling? Thank you for being here. This is awesome. Yeah.
Which is basically, we come across as a little meaning, but why is Jane so judgmental?
Why is she so judgmental this season? You know, I think that when we judge others, it is a mask and an insecurity because we're really judging ourselves. I think that Jane is going through a transformation in her life where she went from thinking that her life was going to look like this perfect picture book. And then she got pregnant, accidentally artificially inseminated. I mean, come on, honey. Wouldn't you start judging the world after that? Accidentally artificially inseminated, then becomes a mom, and it doesn't look the way she thought it was going to look. I think her judgment is coming from her own insecurity of failing Mateo, failing her love, failing this love triangle, at times failing her mother and her grandmother. I think that along with her judgment comes a lot of acceptance for where she falls short. So I understand that. I get that. But the same way we think Jane is perfect is the same way we know perfection does not exist. So I think it's only great to see a character that you hold to such a regard. At times look at yourself and you're like, damn, I am not as good as Jane. And then remember, oh, she's human and she's flawed.
Can you talk about taking on a role in the film based on true events and additional weight that to make sure you get it right?
Well, I think that you hit it right on the nose, the weight. I think that when you take on a role, period, as an artist, I'm sure there's, we're all artists here. When you take on a role as an artist, you already, one, want to do a good job. Two, you have all the trepidation of getting the job first in itself. Then you get the job. Then you're like, now I need to prove that I'm going to do well. Now I need to prove why they cast me. And then you have to take on this monumental, tragic, catastrophic, real-life story. So then you want to pay honor. You want to pay homage to this woman's life. But then also you have to remember that it's from the perspective of another human being. So now you're trying to fuse the knowledge you have of this character that is a human being that walks and talks right now, currently somewhere in the world, but you're doing it from somebody else's perspective. I tried so hard to just put her bravery and her courage in front of me. I do not judge the characters I play. I try very hard not to judge myself, but to constantly grow in my character, meaning Gina, and my soul, where I fall short. So when I play a character, I don't judge them. I get the information. I love my character deeply. And in this case, Andrea deserves for her life to be told with honor. I don't know what I would have done in her circumstance. I don't know if I would have made it off the oil rig, to be honest. I don't know how strong I am in that circumstance. But she did. So to me, all I know is her bravery, and that is all that I wanted to show. Oh. I was like, really? I'm sorry, I talked too much. I want to say that I'm not a method actor, right? That I don't need to do certain things. Should I play, a drug addict? I don't want to go out and do the drug. It's dangerous. It gets dangerous, right? I want to say I'm not a method actor. I was trained at NYU, and I was trained the David Mamet technique, which is Stanislavski, and very much like making sure that you're just living in the lines. That is fused, that is morphed, that has changed as I've grown in my craft. But that being said, you do suck up a little bit of who you play. You do. They rub off on you. You're doing it every day. You do something repetition. I mean, even Oprah told us if you do it more than 30 days, it's going to happen, right? It's a habit. So I've been playing Jane for almost 2 years. There's nothing better than playing a character that is consciously working on truth and honesty and giving to others and family, and judgmental at times, which I can't say I'm not. I am flawed, but to be able to play a character I'm constantly reflecting on my own decisions and on my own actions. It's really helpful that I don't play a scary villain, because I do say I play this character that's super patient, that'll be like, you know what, you backstabbed me, but I still love you. You know, you hurt me, but you're human, and I'm still going to forgive. Makes me go into my real life and say, like, what kind of patience do I own? What kind of empathy do I walk around this world with? What kind of kindness and service? Like, am I doing that as a human being, or am I just doing that as Jane? So I like the rub off that she's had on me. And I also like the fact that I get to play a character that I wish I was a little bit more like.
It used to be so hard for an actress to go from TV to film. And now it seems easy. Do you know why that is? Taking this away from like, both the actor's perspective, maybe, and how one is reacting to it.
I don't think it's easy at all. I don't think I went from theater to television. I went from theater actually to film to television to film. I did this film called Philly Brown that was at Sundance, and it was what introduced me to the industry. I saw that the pace of television is much different than film. The acting in television is much different than film. The technicality of television is different than film. I don't think it's easy to go from one to the other, and I definitely didn't find it easy to book this role, Deepwater Horizon. It definitely was not easy. I fought for this role. But if I can tell you that there is nothing more gratifying than fighting for something you love and getting it, I'd be lying. That's the best feeling in the world. It's not easy. I don't want it to be easy, or else my story won't be as beautiful as it is right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. You guys have an awesome time. Don't do bad things. We're in Vegas. Be easy. Everybody be easy. That was Jane. You see what happens?
I go and get drunk.